So if you're here, you're no doubt struggling from stress. You may have been struggling with stress for a long time, and I'm really sorry if that's the case. I can empathize deeply, not just because I'm a super empath, but because I've been there. I struggled with stress for years, if not my whole life, until I understood more deeply what it was I was experiencing and how to heal, how to reconnect where I'd become disconnected and started to experience many different symptoms of stress, physically, mentally, emotionally, and all of that was reflected in my life. And it's deeply distressing, and that's why I'm here, because I really want to help you. If you're here listening to this, watching this video, I want to help you not only heal from stress, but to transform it, to really reconnect to who you really are, so that you can start to create and to live the life that's meant for you. So what I want to share here is the biggest shortcut I could possibly give you, and that's from understanding my own experience over the past 15 years and what came before. But I started this healing process perhaps 15 years ago, and the biggest shortcut that I can share with you is not only how to reconnect and the importance of reconnecting, but where to reconnect, where to live from, essentially. And I'm doing that, and there's a clue. The more time we can spend connected to this, to our hearts, and you don't have to think of it as your heart, it's this space in your body. It is the heart chakra, it's that energy center that really is the key to it all. That's the biggest piece of advice I would give you, is to spend as much time connecting to this energetic space, chakra, physical space within your body. Because really what stress does in its many forms, it can be trauma of any kind, childhood, or something you experience in life that really, again, disconnects you, separates you from your truth, this essence of who you are. And it can be emotional distress, it can be stress at work, stress in the family, it can be financial lack, it can be so many things that cause stress. But essentially it's something that is disconnecting us from being able to be present. And what I've learned is how to reconnect, how to bring your attention back to where it really matters, and that's here in the heart center. You can do that now. I keep on bringing my hands to my heart center, and there's a reason for that. You can bring your hands to the heart center, and this is an energy center, whether you're aware of that or not, it doesn't really matter. And what I'd like you to do, because it's much easier with your eyes closed, you can close your eyes and just bring the focus of your attention to this area of your body. And you don't need to do anything. Okay, that's the beauty of it. The reconnection has already happened. The moment you do that, the moment you bring your attention into the body, anywhere, but particularly in the heart center, it's so powerful. And you can just rest there. You don't need to do anything. There's the reconnection. Be curious. What can you feel there? And it's not what you're thinking, because that's the disconnect as well. We spend so much time in our heads. We spend so much time in the narrative, that story that we're constantly replaying, and it's distracting us from what is here, okay? And it's about what you can feel more than anything, okay? What is it that you're feeling right now? And don't worry if you can't feel much at all, because when I started this, my heart center was numb. I really couldn't feel anything, and it felt distressing in itself that I couldn't feel this area of my body. But we can start to live from here. And that's what I've understood through all the years that I've been exploring my own well-being and reconnecting to who I am and healing stress. It's all about reconnecting and being very present in the body. It takes practice, especially if you've never done this before. But the more time you can spend here, the more you're going to be able to naturally reconnect. You're going to be able to hear, you can say, hear the whisper of your soul, but it's your intuition, it's your inner knowing, it's your inner guidance. And when you're stressed, you lose that because you've lost that connection. And we're constantly in that state of survival or trying to manage, trying to hold everything together and feeling very lost and overwhelmed in the process. That's because of that loss of connection. And so wherever you are on your healing journey, or if you're just starting out, understanding your stress and what you're experiencing and trying to find the answer, I have the answer, and I'm going to share this with you in these posts. But this is the shortcut. Spend as much time here. Start to reconnect. It's so important where you have the focus of your attention. With stress, it tends to be very much out there. What is it I need to do? How can I avoid this? What can I do to control my environment, the people in it, as much as possible, and so minimize what I'm feeling and what I'm experiencing and the stress that I might be overwhelmed by? But actually, we need to shift that focus of attention to come within, because all the stress we're experiencing is happening in the body. We're all experiencing stress in our own very unique way, and I'll explain more about this. But the quickest way to start shifting that experience is to bring yourself fully here into the heart space. Repeat this. Be consistent. Keep on coming back. It might not make sense to you right away, but this is where we are in our power. This is where we're connected to our own inner knowing. This is where we're connected to everything. Okay, this is an incredibly powerful place to be and to live from. And you can live from here, you can think from here, but you're present and connected. We've learnt to forget, or we've just forgotten, because we tend to live from our head alone, rational in our thoughts, lost in thought. And so it's really essential that we come back to this connection. There's the shortcut. Let me know if this resonates. Let me know if it speaks to you, even if you don't fully understand it. Please do like, share, and subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you in the next post.